Brenay and Tim's love story.
TikTok involves adultery, lawsuits for alienation of affection, and alimony, and is centered around Brenay Kennard. Before she became infamous for committing adultery, she was known for her long nails and big old bitties. But make no mistake about it, this isn't her first time being involved in controversy. Her first scandal involved breast reduction, in which she started a GoFundMe to help raise money for the surgery. Needless to say, she never got the surgery. And when people asked her for their money back, she told them to take that up with God. Fast forward.
Fam, that's the most flagrant bar in history. Okay, that's the toughest, might be the toughest thing I ever heard someone say. Yo, someone asked for their money back, and she told you to get sanctified. She said
sooner or later her cookies get crushed.
She told you to get sanctified. She told you to get saved. She basically said, go to church. You want your money back? Go to church and be a good person. Nasty work. So the story here is basically that, yo, old buddy in the background, and here's the thing too, and this is hard for men to understand, and I'm starting to learn this more and more. Men got to understand that women and men, we don't think the same. We don't see things the same. I think you know that, but again, resonation, that does not resonate with you. What's the analogy you always use for resonation? Credit. When you were younger, you knew you needed good credit. You knew what good credit was. You knew it was important. But when did it resonate with you? It resonated with you when you needed to get something. You need to get a car, an apartment. You know what I'm saying? I heard some jobs that check your credit. I'm like, yo, you are so invasive. So invasive. Coffee was done. You know what I'm saying? Coffee. You know what? It's like coffee be coming down different. It's almost like a sticker when it gets colder. Pause. A few things. Resonation, right? And I've heard this before, and it's still hard for me to wrap my head around. Women do not respect the man. A lot of times it's hard to be respected if you're the man that comes when you deal when women are overweight, right? And when women are coming with kids, a lot of times she does not really respect you for being with her, even given her situation. Because the way she's going to always look at it as is that you're letting me get away with this. Like you're letting me get this off. Like, you know, like it just she don't see it as, oh, you're doing me a kindness, or damn, I'm lucky to have you. She sees it as, all right, well, if you want to let me get away with it, it's kind of like when you was a kid, right? If your parents didn't say anything or give you a consequence, you didn't bring yourself to order. You wasn't bringing yourself to order. You know what I'm saying? That's not what kids do. For the most part, it's up to the parents to decide what the boundaries are going to be, what the structure is going to be, what the order is going to be. That's never a kid's job. And they only can do what you allow. And again, kids whose parents let them kind of do what they want, they have less respect for them. Hold on, y'all. Asked for a new intro, but it's all good. So, like I was saying, so what you see in this relationship, so I'm not really sure. I've heard people mention, I heard that the person doing the video said that at one point the guy was the breadwinner, but it's a few different things going on. I guess obviously at some point she started getting money with this TikTok thing, becoming a really big influencer and whatnot, right? And not only that, again, like I said before, the respect level. A lot of times when you deal with bigger women, they pull you in with different things. A lot of times the way that big girls can get relationships started is that she gives you a lot of what you want. It's usually like sexually, you know what I mean? It's either between sexual and monetary or a little bit of both, you know what I mean? But she is more likely to try to overcompensate in the turnaround for y'all to get in bed. You know what I'm saying? Because big girls always know that, listen, they'll talk a little tough, but they understand that they gotta hurry up and give you some booty. Especially if they find you attractive. All right, good. If she like you and whatnot, you'll never find yourself waiting no long time. You know what I mean? Like no more than maybe a couple of weeks. Which I think adults in general, like you don't like how long do you need? You know what I mean? Like realistically, like how long do you need before you feel comfortable being physical with somebody? You know what I mean? So anywho, also to again, if you don't have a good amount of self-esteem, you can be very easily pulled into a toxic relationship, you know what I'm saying? Or a relationship where you don't realize that, oh, this person don't really respect me. Or this person that doesn't actually value what I bring to the table. You know what I mean? And I always tell y'all, it's very hard to be in a relationship with plus size women and tall women because they'll always have a chip on their shoulder. I'm not sure how to put it, but basically they'll always have this thing that they feel as though they didn't get enough of, or they'll always be trying to make up for lost time. That's an issue I see with a lot of plus size girls, is that they have this insecurity or this desire to try to make up for lost time or get what they think they didn't get. I guess an analogy that would be more I guess that you can understand better would be the guy who was a nerd in high school and now he's popping, or the guy who was really heavy in high school and then he got in shape. You know what I mean? And now he's like on this It's not, you know, you have the hero's journey, but I guess for some people you can call that like your villain's journey, where you seek like revenge on people, where a big part of your story is you leveled up, or you got better, or you improved for the sake of spiting someone else with the intention on finding that person, seeking out that person, and exacting some kind of vengeance or that being a desire of yours. You know what I'm saying? And we call that stunting on someone. We call that flexing on someone, which is kind of mostly in reference to that whole that whole act, that whole situation. All right. So just to give you an idea. So I guess that's an example. I think that a lot of people could could relate to. You know what I mean? And one more thing, right? In the background, when you see old boy, this is her first husband, right? You can see that, he look a little dirty and out of shape. All right. Big girls, if you're in a relationship with a big girl, she's going to always keep you down. You got to realize her confidence is not real confidence, okay? Because her confidence is similar to men's confidence, but the way that a man is confident is necessary for who he needs to be. Because men need to have balls, men need to be brave, men need to be assertive. So they need to have a feeling or attitude about themselves that says, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm still going to talk my shit. Or I don't care how big you are. I don't care if you're a boxer. Because the reality is that it doesn't matter what a guy has going on. You can't let no man violate you and your family. If it means you getting your ass kicked, you're getting your ass kicked. But you never lay down and die. Okay, it is against how men function to just lay down and die, or just give up, or just concede to another man, unless his life is at risk. Like maybe he has a firearm on. He was like, for sure, I want to die, type shit. Okay, but anywho, I've talked a lot in the past about the more you resemble a man, the closer you are to having them broad shoulders and big arms and that big back and big chest, basically that V shape and whatnot, the more that she respects you and recognize biologically. She has to biologically see you as a man, as a man. Same way, like you're most attracted to a woman, the more feminine she looks, the softer she looks, the cuter she is, the more she smiles, all that shit. That makes you attracted to her. The smaller, her being a good size smaller than you, all those things signal to you biologically, woman. This is a woman. This is a fertile, long hair, the hips, the breasts. All that says to you that, oh, that's definitely a woman. It's the reason why you respond to curves, because biologically you see, oh shit, it's a woman. When you see booty, it's like, oh my God. Your body's saying, that's a woman. It's a lady. All right, the pheromones, all that shit. Men are designed to love every single part of a woman because men are designed to populate the earth. If men were picky, y'all wouldn't. Angry Man made this point before about like, you will see, everyone has seen very unattractive women have a couple of kids. Maybe not a marriage, or a dude that's doing that for himself. But we've all seen that. And that's because men are designed to like women that they don't even like. All right. Look at how many men are in relationships where, like, yo, like, for example, the cooking with Kaya thing is only a thing because men are capable of being in relationships with a woman that they are not satisfied with, to a point where you're with someone who don't give a fuck if you eat or not. She don't even want to feed you. She don't even think that she should go in the kitchen, to the point where it's like a big plus for you. You know what I'm saying? If you meet a woman who can cook well, or cooks at all, or doesn't have a negative outlook on cooking, it's like, oh my God, you're a great woman. It's like, nigga, that's an adult chore or an adult activity. Like, how else do y'all fucking eat? But anywho, a lot of how modern women think is, I think, is a lot of it's based off of also the concept. And I'm sorry. First, you got to understand and consider that the modern woman mindset is very much parallel to what a narcissist is and how a narc thinks. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that narcs like to do is to cross boundaries and basically kind of violate people a little bit, be a little disrespectful, try to see what they can get away with. You feel me? But anywho, so let's go ahead and play a little bit of the story. I'm not gonna play as much as I did before, but we'll go ahead and get into it.
Till today, she is now being sued for $2 million for alienation of affection and alimony. I know you all are